a huge fireball lights up the night sky, shocking everyone who sees it.
Look at that. Wow, burning up.
The exploding object from space was captured on this police dashcam footage. Here it is over a house in Northport, Florida. Panicked people called police.
It's possibly fireworks in the area.
You can see the fireball in this dashcam video over the Gulf Coast city of Venice, Florida. And here it is, caught by a home surveillance camera. It looked like something out of War of the Worlds. So what was that fireball? Calm down, people. Scientists say it was a meteor entering the atmosphere at 40,000 miles per hour. It traveled right over downtown Tampa around 11:15 p.m., and this map shows where it's believed to have landed in the Gulf of Mexico. So how big was it? Astronomer Mark Hammergren.
To light up the nighttime sky, that's big. It's, as massive as a car, even more than that. So that's a big chunk of rock.
That's small potatoes compared to this 10-ton meteor that hit Russia in 2013. Buildings shook, windows shattered, and nearly 1,000 people were hurt. Fortunately, no harm was done by the Florida meteor, but there were plenty of shattered nerves.
All right, first a little bit of background. Before I had ever seen reports on flickering fireballs, I had this experience, and before that I had never experienced in any way anything exactly like it until afterwards, and then I started seeing these reports. This was about a few years ago. I was in my hometown. It was a dream. It started off like any other normal day. I needed to go get some smoke, so I decided to walk a short distance to the store that I usually drive, skateboard, or ride a bike to get to. The skies were cloudless, and I was almost to the store when I noticed something flickering in the sky above me. I looked up, and I saw a ball of fire flying overhead. I thought it was a meteor, and at first, the survival instincts kicked in, because, I thought it was real. And I realized that if this meteor really is as big as it's supposed to be, then, probably not going to survive regardless of what I do, and I'm too small to run away. So, yeah, I didn't run. I had to face it. Yeah, I thought it was a meteor. When it got close to the ground, it flew behind some trees near my home. When it should have hit the ground, there was no impact, no explosion, just a large emission of sunset-colored light or energy. Surprised to be alive, I decided to go back home and check things out, And I walked to the end of the block, not even halfway home, and I look up ahead of me, and about a quarter mile ahead of me, I see 3 individuals. Each of them is moving very quickly. Even though they were a quarter mile away, they were moving so fast. At that moment, I knew that I had no hope of running away or hiding. I had to face these guys. They were shapeshifters. They took the form of 3 Nordic white boys. And then I proceeded to tell them about all of the problems that I've seen that our planet is facing. They walked with me until I had run out of facts to tell them. Then I started to boast, telling the boys, who by now had taken the form of adults, that we were in a dream. And he challenged me. He said, if what you said is true, then fly. I didn't expect that. If memory serves me correctly, pretty much the whole time I was doing all the talking. So I was a little shocked when they actually said something. Well, one of them actually said something. The other two, I think, remained silent the entire time. I thought the idea was quite profound, and I accepted the challenge. But immediately afterwards, I had a mistake. I realized that I didn't know exactly how to fly. You know, that can be kind of like maddening, especially when you have to try it again because you just accepted a challenge. But I was stumped, man. I couldn't figure out what to do, so I just woke up, and as I sat up in the bed, I felt a special kind of like aura or energy around me. I can't describe it, but I knew that it had something to do with the dream. It kind of let me know that it was real, and that was the beginning of a long metamorphosis. Still learning, still training, still progressing. Sometimes you know the next step to make, but it's as hard as realizing that you don't know how to fly all over again, But yeah, that's my experience with FireBall UFOs. None of what I said was false. Everything I said was true. I'm pretty sure that these FireBall UFOs that I'm seeing in these news reports are the same FireBall UFOs that I encountered and met individuals involved with that sort of phenomenon that may have been directly responsible, even traveling within that meteor. In the news report that I just showed you, the wording is kind of funny. Like, they say that scientists say, they don't always say astrophysicists, they say scientists, but and then they change it to astrophysicists. More specifically, you would want an astrophysicist point of view pretty much every time, because it's like, I don't know. I imagine that's like the next best thing to a astrophysicist or scientist or whatever. But anyway, I'm just rambling. Just need to point out some of the wording in that commercial. So, yeah, go ahead, look over that commercial again, knowing what you know now, and I don't know, maybe make a comment or something. But I'm just spreading the truth about what those FireBall UFOs are. They have the same characteristics as the one in the dream.